While working overtime, this woman made a terrifying discovery. The company executives sitting in front of her seemed to be mocking her. It turned out that a video of her wilderness survival skills had become a laughingstock among her superiors as she listened to their vulgar remarks. Lena could do nothing but endure their ridicule. But just then, the plane suddenly hit severe turbulence. The cautious Lena quickly fastened her seatbelt. But seeing this, the others mocked her for being a coward. However, no sooner had the words left their mouths than the plane was jolted violently once more. The group instantly panicked. By the time they tried to scramble back to their seats, it was already too late. But before Lena could catch her breath, she realized with horror that the plane was about to crash into the ocean. As seawater poured relentlessly into the cabin, Lena, terrified, tried to unbuckle her seatbelt, but to her horror, it wouldn't budge. Soon, the water completely engulfed her. Desperate to survive, she frantically fumbled with the buckle, and finally managed to free herself. But the danger wasn't over yet. Now stranded in the middle of the ocean, helpless, she could only cling to a nearby piece of flotsam. All she could do was leave her fate to chance. The next day, when she awoke from her unconsciousness, she found herself washed up on a deserted island. Just as she thought she was the sole survivor of the plane crash, she spotted another person lying on the nearby beach. To her surprise, it was her boss. Seeing that Mark's leg was injured, Lena quickly bandaged his wound. Although the boss often mocked her, Lena still decided to help him. The wilderness survival skills she had learned previously came in handy. First, she chipped a sharp piece of rock, then cut down a large number of banana leaves and branches to build a makeshift shelter for the boss. Because of prolonged exposure to the scorching sun on the beach, the injured man was at high risk of dying from dehydration. As she watched the sky gradually darken, Lena suddenly had an idea. So she dug a large hole in the sand, placed a coconut shell inside, and finally covered it with banana leaves. Soon, a heavy rain began to fall, solving their problem of fresh water. Under Lena's careful care, Mark finally regained consciousness. But upon waking, not only did he fail to thank Lena, he even ordered her to immediately go find a way to call for help. But Lena believed they should first gather supplies to ensure their survival. So Lena began rubbing sticks together to make fire. After some effort, she finally managed to start a fire. She then grilled a fish for Mark. Looking at the former CEO, who now depended on her so completely, Lena felt a sense of fulfillment. That night, Lena's mind was filled with thoughts as she recalled her 7 years of diligent work at the company. In the end, she had been ruthlessly fired. Now that she had the chance to be alone with her boss, Lena believed that as long as she took good care of him, he would surely be grateful to her. Perhaps he might even marry her. With this in mind, Lena worked very hard, doing everything she could to find delicious food for Mark. Little did she know that Mark wasn't grateful at all. He was determined to leave this place, and even scolded Lena for not trying to find a way to call for help, instead of doing these trivial little things.